Hi guys, welcome back to TekkinLife, and today we will be learning how to solve a 3x3 Rubik's Cube. This video is one of two parts on solving a 3x3 Rubik's Cube, and it will mainly be on solving the first two layers. In this video, I'm going to be using different algorithm short forms just to make it easier to write as text on the screen. So I will be going over what each one would mean. When I write U, that stands for up, and up means the top. So U would mean up clockwise, like this. And U with an apostrophe is U inverted, meaning that would be U counterclockwise, which is the top counterclockwise, like that. When I say right, that means just the right side clockwise. Right inverted means right side counterclockwise. Left means left clockwise. L apostrophe means left counterclockwise. F means front clockwise, and F inverted would mean front counterclockwise. The back would mean this layer back here, so this would mean back normally, and that seems to be it. I'm going to start by first simply scrambling the cube. First, there's something we have to understand. We have to understand the different pieces on the Rubik's Cube, 3x3 Rubik's Cube. So first, there's the centers. There are centers on each side, and each center represents the color that the whole side is supposed to be. So this green center means the rest have to be green since the centers don't move. That's the core. Next, we have the edges, and these have two colors on them, like this. They're in between corner pieces. There are, I believe, around 12 edges on a Rubik's Cube. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And lastly, we have corners. So these are the corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are 8 corners as well. These each have 3 colors. Now the first step, we're going to choose one color that we want to start with. So I like starting with white. So we're going to go to the white side, and we're going to look for all of its edges. So first, there's one edge right here, which is orange. There's another edge right here, which is with the blue. There's one more edge here with the red, and there's one more edge here with the green. So there should be 4 edges. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we need to somehow get each edge onto this side and make a cross so that it's aligned with its own colors on one side and it's aligned with white on the other. So first, for example, we can see already this has somehow aligned on its own already, and this white edge is in place because it's lined up with the white on this side, and it's in the right place on its other side since it's orange. To get the other edges, there are a few scenarios that you might need to learn how to solve from, but we will go through these. So we can see, for example, that this edge is on the bottom, and we can't directly just turn it and bring it to the white side. It's backwards, so we kind of need to flip it and then move it to the blue side. So what are we going to do? Well, from here, you can turn the front, and now it's on the top. And now what we can do is we can move it over so that we find the blue side, and we want it to be 1 from the side to the blue side. So what we're going to do, we're going to bring it down. So now it's lined up with the blue. Now we're going to turn the front, and now it's aligned from here and from here. And we can try doing the same with these. This one's on the side, same thing. Take it out of the side first, bring it up, turn the top to take it out, bring it down, and do the same thing. Now look for the green center. Here's the green center. We bring it over here, and we see that there's an edge here. Now what we do is turn this right side down, turn the forward side, And now we need to turn this as well back, just so this edge comes back as well. Now we have one last edge right here. This is the red edge. And we're going to turn it up, turn to the side, and turn it back down. And we took it out of its little corner. Next, we need to turn. We turn, and now it's on the right side of the red center. So now we bring it down, we turn it in, and we bring it back up. Now we can see we have our full cross for the white side, and each cross edge is lined up with its own center. Again, there are many scenarios that could happen, and you may need to play around with the cube and learn how to work your way around those, but this was just one example of something that happened during mine, where you can get it from here, or you can get it from here. Now we're done step 1. Now we can move on to step 2, which is for the corners. Now we need to get the white corners in each of their spots and make sure that they're on the right side on the other part as well. So we're going to start by looking at this corner since it's already in the place. Now it is in the right side for the white, but is it on the right side here? We can see that the orange here is on the blue side, so that's not right, and the blue here is on the red side, so that's also not right. Now what we need to do to take this corner out of its spot, we bring it up, which we call R, right, up, which we turn the top up clockwise, and right inverted, which brings it down counterclockwise, and up inverted. Now it's right here, and now we can turn this until we find its right side. Now if we were to put this here, we would see that the orange would go right on its side, so the orange would be with its corner piece, the white would be in this spot, and the blue would be on its side as well. Therefore we know that this is the right corner for this cube. So what we're going to do, we're going to turn the cube up clockwise, right clockwise, up inverted, up counterclockwise, and right inverted. And now this corner is in its spot. It's aligned with the center here, and the center here. Now we can do the same process for all the corners. Right here we see it's green and red. So we look for the green center, since that's the top color, and we see that it's right here, and the red is right here. So this would match. We turn this top up counterclockwise, the left side counterclockwise, up clockwise, and the left side clockwise. And now this is also in its spot. Now we have another one. Now we can see that it lines up right here, since the orange would go right here, the green would go right here, and the white would go right here. So we open it, push this up, bring it in, and push it back down. We have one more corner to solve for, but this is a unique case where the corner is up here. Now what do we do in this case? Well, what we want to do is we want to look for one of our open corners over here, so we're not affecting any of the already solved corners, and we're going to try to bring it down into this layer right here. So what we're going to do, we're going to open this side, since this side is a corner that is not yet solved, and we're going to turn this top until it aligns with it, like that, and then we just bring it back down. So now the corner's right here. This is still unsolved, but none of the other corners were touched. Now we're going to bring this to the side, up, right, up inverted, and right inverted. Now we have our first layer solved. There would, again, be many scenarios that you may not know yet on how to bring the corners from unusual places, but if you have any questions, leave it down in the comments below and I'll try my best to help out. Now we can look at the second layer. Right here, we're going to be solving for the edges right here, all 4 of them. And what we usually do is we look on the top if there's any edges that we can actually put in on the sides. Anything with yellow wouldn't count since those edges would be up here since the yellow side is on the top. We need to look for something that doesn't have yellow. This has yellow, this has yellow, this does not. So what we're going to do is we're going to line up the front color with its center. The orange lines up with the orange, and the blue, we have to look at which side the blue is on. We need to look at if the blue is on the left or the right. Now we can see that the blue is on the right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do this algorithm. It's up, right, up inverted, right inverted, up inverted, front inverted, up, front. And now the edge gets put right in its spot. And we can follow this process for all of the edges. The problem here is that no more of the edges on the top are ones for this layer, since they all have yellow. Now in this case, we see that there's some of the correct edges that we need are actually in the layer itself. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that layer out. So we can try using the left algorithm to take this edge out. Now since it's on our left side, we're going to do up inverted, left inverted, up, left, up, front, up inverted, front inverted. And now we see that there's a yellow edge here, and now we can look for the edge that we just took out. This red one. Now it's in its spot. We see that the blue is on the left, as it is on the top, and we need to bring this right here. Now we're going to do the left side algorithm once again. It goes up inverted, left inverted, up, left, up, front, up inverted, front inverted. Now we can look at our layer and we can see that there's one more edge. Now I can do either side. I can do, if the edge is on my right, I can do the right side algorithm, or if I face it like this, I can do the left side algorithm. So I'll try the right just to switch it up, and I'll do up, right, up inverted, right inverted, up inverted, front inverted, up, front. Now the edge would be right here. Now I can do the same process. And now the second layer is also solved. Now we have our first two layers solved. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll be posting part 2 on how to solve the top layer soon. Stay tuned for that episode.